Good morning, everybody. Last gym session done before the gyms close. Well, I think the gyms close across the country tonight, which is a shame and, in my view, a mistake. But we must move on. We must find the opportunities, much like many of us did when it came to them locking the gyms in the summer. But of course, in the summertime it was a lot easier to get outside and do things, and we get the added benefits of being outside in the daylight. In the winter time, when it's like this, it's dark, it's damp and it's cold, do those same benefits exist? Well, the opportunity to get outside is still in existence, but the added benefits of the daylight and whatnot, vitamin D, do they exist? Not to the same extent, because we'll be covered up because it'll be cold. But getting into nature and the antidepressive, anti-anxiety effects of getting into nature are still there, but a lot of the other benefits decrease, obviously, because we're covered up and it's winter time and it's cold. And probably you are less motivated to get outside and go into nature for a walk when it's raining or when it's damp than if it's a bright, sunny and warm day. So we will see how that plays out. But I was talking to someone else that suffers from depression, and because, as many of you might know, that I do still suffer from depression, but I'm much more aware of the triggers that send me down in that spiral, and we're into winter, so that is one of them for me, but I'm much more aware of it. And exercise and sauna use was a vital part of that, and still will be, and morning walking daylight, which is getting later and later now, but it still means that I get up and I go for a walk in the morning. So I get up and I go for a walk when it's dark, and then I'll go outside when the daylight comes out. But on a day like today, I wonder whether it'll get much brighter than this. But I've exercised, I've saunaed, I've had a huge amount of red light now, so that's good. And part of my maintenance of motivation and desire to get outside and get active is that red light, and I wouldn't change it for anything now. That routine of red light in the morning becomes important for a whole different reason now. It becomes important for a whole different reason in the winter than it does in the summer. In the summer I use it as a kind of precondition if I miss the sunrise, which in Norway is at like 4 in the morning or whatever. So some parts of Norway it's even earlier, doesn't even go. But in the winter I use it because my skin doesn't get access to the sunlight, and so my skin is devoid of those beautiful infrared and red waves, and therefore if I have big amounts of infrared and red light therapy, or good amounts of it, then I know my skin is getting it. I know that my mitochondria are functioning, are getting that boost that they could do. My inflammatory process is modulated, and all the other benefits that provides, and that's why I wouldn't change it, especially now that exercise and sauna are being taken away because of the shutdowns. The red light portion, the red and infrared light therapy becomes even more vital in my morning routine. Cold therapy, so I'll go back to putting more into cold therapy, like with cold showers, but I will maintain my red and infrared light therapy, and I'll probably make it, because at the moment I do a lot of half body stuff, but I'll go to full body stuff now because it has to take up a larger portion of my healthy routine. So if you are interested in what red light therapy or light therapy in general can do for you, hit me up with a message and I will get